next chapter of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. Once again, this is a voiceover reaction to the chapter. Make sure you check out my previous chapter reactions of the Boruto series. And so now we see this cover of Eida. I'm telling you, she has like that Lady Gaga hairstyle and that stare, that Lady Gaga stare. Anyway, we turn the page, and looks like we have Boruto. Just looks like he's just staring off to somewhere. I don't know exactly where. And then Boruto just says to himself in his thoughts, "What was that? What was that scene I just saw?" And then we have Momoshiki's eye, and then next panel, Momoshiki says, "Even if fragments, it seems you were able to see the same table that I did." Table is spelled out with A-U at the end. Table U? I don't know. So anyway, we continue on to the next page. So Boruto says, "But none of those visions were familiar. Does that mean they're all events happening in the future?" And so we have a close-up of Boruto. Oh, okay, so it's basically the premonition that he experienced, what we saw from the end of the last chapter. Okay, so that does make a little bit more sense. So anyway, you see this flashback of Momoshiki telling him, "Those blue eyes shall eventually take everything from you." It looks like Boruto is still pondering, and then we switch to the little three-shot panel of Naruto, Amato, and Shikamaru. And then Naruto replies, "I think I understand. In order to bring your daughter, the Kibi, back," I really still don't know how to pronounce this, but anyway. "In order to bring your daughter, Kibi, back, Karma's reincarnation jutsu was absolutely necessary. So you tweet Kawaki's karma to make it possible. Is that right?" And then Amato says, "Yes. And for once I don't see a cigarette in his mouth or in his hands, so kudos. No cancer for you, I guess." Anyway, Shikadai says, "Sorry to bother you again, Eida, but what kind of person was the original Kibai?" And then Shikadai goes on and says, "For example, is there any chance that she might be dangerous and have hostile intentions towards Konoha?" Eida replies with, "A strange question to ask me, but from what I can tell, she was just an ordinary girl. At the very least, she was nothing at all like Delta." And so Shikadai says, Shikamaru, he says, "I see." So Amato looks like he's getting ready to protest again. "Hey now, did you think I was trying to topple the shinobi world?" And then he goes on to say, "I don't know how I appeared to all of you, but I'm just a regular citizen. I'm not even a shinobi." Flip to the next page. We're at page 5. Shikamaru says, "This might sound weird, but to be honest, this reveal was quite anticlimactic to me. Though, as a parent myself, I do get where you're coming from." And then we see Boruto just listening in. And then Naruto says, "Either way, this is a private matter between Amato and Kawaki. And since I won't endanger the village, I don't intend to interfere. But why do you keep this to yourself?" Very good question indeed, Naruto. Finally using that big brain of yours, finally. So Amato replies with, "Because it was none of your business." That's pretty bluntly. Okay, great. You're endangering other people's lives, and it's none of our business. Well, screw you too. Anyway, that's not even on the on the manga scripting. I just added that. So, continuing on to Amato. "Because it was none of your business. What could any of you have done to help me, Lord Hokage?" I simply wanted to push things along carefully, especially since Kawaki loathes karma. And then we switch to Kawaki, and he is looking at his karma mark, looking at it like it's some kind of disease or curse, all the above. We continue on. Continue on to page 6. I've hated karma, that's for sure. I only ever thought about getting rid of it because I considered it the main cause of all the crappy stuff that happened to me. But I was wrong. And then Amato looks like he's listening in. Kawaki continues. The true cause was those damn Otosuki who embedded the karma in me. Oh man, revenge plots. So then we have page 7. Boruto is just listening in, and then Kawaki still has his monologue here, and he says, if it weren't for them, I probably wouldn't have ended up as the punching bag of these monsters with crazy abilities either. It's like Damon is also listening into, just observing. Kawaki continues his monologue here, and most of all, Lord Seven's life wouldn't have been threatened. And Naruto is also listening, as well as Shikamaru and even Eida. All right, this is interesting. Page 8. Kawaki says, just answer one question, Amato. Cue the suspense music a little. Amato's awaiting what the question is. And then Kawaki says, this daughter that you plan to resurrect with my karma, you swear that she won't turn into some new Otosuki. And so Boruto is also curious about this. He's just listening in, and then Amato looks like he's adjusting his glasses. And he actually takes off his glasses in this next page here. And whoa, it's almost like he's about to shed some tears. And so he says, to be absolutely frank, I really don't know how it'll turn out, since there's no precedent. The only thing that's certain, looks like Naruto is listening in, Amato continues, is that this is my final option. Someone give that guy an Oscar or something. Anyway, we're on page 10. We got a shot of Sarada, Mitsuki, class rep, and Delta. Of course, we had a panel of Kawaki with his facial expressions, and then it's like class rep says, Mr. Amato. And Eida looks like she's staring, and then she directly asks, hey Sheikah dear, I'm tired. Can we call it a day? So much for high maintenance there. So we go to page 11. And it looks like Shikamaru says, huh? Naruto says, well, Eida and the others did just arrive at Konoha earlier today. And Shikamaru says, good point. Sorry to have prioritized our needs over yours. And then Eida says, it's okay. We need to adapt to our new life quickly, too. Let's talk again tomorrow. And then Naruto is just looking at Amato. Looks like Amato has his face down with his hands trying to cover his shedding tears. Kawaki has that death stare almost, but it says nothing. We're at page 12. And so it looks like Boruto is in his bed. He's just thinking of that flashback again from Momoshiki. They shall eventually take everything from you. And Boruto is just still laying in bed, and then Eida and Damon, they're in bed too. It's like Damon's the only one sleeping, and then Eida is just staring at something, probably seeing into something with her ability. And yes, looks like she is directly doing surveillance on Kawaki with her ability. And she's there's more of a close-up with Kawaki. And then wazoo! In this next panel, I'm assuming this is the next day, next morning. It's kind of awkward to ask this, but if Otosuki are who you want to date, this is Boruto speaking, by the way, then I'm a potential match too, right? So why pick such a lousy grouch like Kawaki? That is a very good question. And then Damon replies, have you ever looked in the mirror? Don't make me state the truth. Sad truth, man. And then Boruto replies, hey, I wasn't asking you. Ugh. And then Boruto says, damn it, that was close. I almost thought about killing that brat. Yeah, you gotta be careful, Boruto. And then, of course, we get Eida with her response. Of course, you're wonderful too, Boruto. But look, you're only 12, and I'm already 16. Oh man, shut down, damn. And so, on page 15, we see Boruto that says, what? That's it? Shouldn't age not matter? And then we have Damon just that says, that's why I told you. It was your looks. You're so dense. And then Boruto says, I'm going to slaughter, it's like he stops himself. Oh, wait, I got to be careful. His ability. And then Kawaki just stares. And then Kawaki has his own question. Hey, you were in a partnership with Code until recently, right? You used him in order to get near me. And so Eida is blushing, and then looks like Kawaki has more to say. He hates me to death. Plus, I'm Ten Tails' fodder, and yet he said he would never go after me. Oh, wait, let me read that again. He said he would never go after me in difference to you. Is that difference or defense? Well, anyway, Eida is blushing once again. And then we are at page 16. And so Kawaki says, you sold Boruto out to Code, didn't you, in exchange for my safety? Because an alliance between you and Code would never hold up without such an agreement. And so Eida is blushing again, covering her mouth. And then Kawaki says, well, Eida? And then Eida is just staring with like Lady Gaga eyes. And then she's thinking to herself, he said my name. Oh my gosh. I'm like super happy. That's if Eida was a valley girl. But anyway, page 17. Kawaki says, your face says I'm right? No, wait, let me read that again. Your face says I'm right. And then Damon says, wow, Kawaki, you've got brains, you bastard, despite your looks. And then Boruto does say, so you don't care about me because I'm just Ten Tails' fodder? Give me a break. And Kawaki says, just as I thought. The only people who ever want something from me are generally all scum. He's got a point there, quite honestly. I think the same way. And then Damon says, hey, you better stop talking back. Want me to make you hurl everything you just ate? And then Boruto says, hold on, both of you. I think I've got the most right to be pissed. And so we're on page 18. And it looks like Eida slams her hand next to her food, next to the plate of her food, and then we get this moment of silence here. We're just waiting for Eida to say something, and she says, there aren't enough girls here. I can't express myself properly like this. Okay, good for her. She needs some girlfriends to complain and whine about, like, every single... Well, anyway. So we switch to Boruto. He says, huh? Kawaki just stares. And then Eida says, Sarada is nearby, isn't she? She's using her Little Senrigan ability there, good for her. And then she says, call her over. And Kaki too. And Boruto says, Kaki? Kaki's Sumire. Her too. Some of them right now. Jeez, what a pushy bitch. Anyway, page 20. And so we get this voiceover. So that's the deal? Well, in that case, I guess I gotta go. And it looks like this is Sarada responding. And then, oh yeah, this is worrisome. Maybe I should go too? Which, that's Mitsuki saying that, all concerned. And then Komuraru says, not you, like me. You're too susceptible to her certain charm. You're on standby with me, eh? And then Sumire, class rep, she says, Eida asked for me? But why? I don't know, but she named you specifically. So this is Boruto talking in this voiceover. And then Boruto responds, you can do it, class rep. Wait, this is more of a question. Can you do it, class rep? I'll give you my best, says Sumire. Then we're on page 21. Delta says, oh no, I can't let you go alone, And then Sumire says, you stay here, Delta. If you tag along, I'll put you to sleep again. And Delta says, you meanie. And then looks like Dr. Kikotsuki just laughs. I swear to keep a better eye on her this time. Yeah, you better. Jeez. Where were you like 2 chapters ago? Anyway. So we get a shot of Sarada, and then there's a voiceover from Shitagai. All right, Shitagai. Sarada. And then Sarada says, Shitagai? And then he responds back, I'll come too. Since I wasn't affected by her charm like Enojin and Chocho, I already have my dad's permission. And then Sarada says, thanks. What a relief. All right, special permission. Great. And then looks like we have Eida and Damon in their 2-shot, their panel, and then looks like Shitagai is already being affected. Like, oh, and then he says, I'm so sorry, Shitagai. It's nice to meet you, but would you mind going home? And he says, sure, no problem. I wasn't planning on staying anyway. Then why did you even come? Says Boruto. And it looks like Sarada is thinking to herself, why? So was it just that he hadn't gotten a good enough look at her yesterday? This is bad. At this rate, class rep and I will also... And then we see Sumire in the next panel. Just staring. No dialogue yet. And then we have Shitagai says, sorry, Sarada. Good luck. And then he leaves. And then Sarada is just wondering what the hell just happened here with her facial expression. And then Eida says, thank you for coming. Sarada and Sumire. And Sarada says, try as hard as possible not to look her straight in the eye. And it looks like Sumire is just looking directly at Sarada. Maybe they're on that mind transmission communication. Well, we'll find out. So Eida says, will you come with me? Let's talk somewhere away from the boys. All right, girls' night. Pillow fight. Joking, of course. Anyway, page 24. So the 3 boys are just chilling by the couch, and then looks like Boruto's able to actually see through the open bedroom of the 3 girls just on the bed for a pillow fight. Yay! I'm joking, of course, but anyway. And so it looks like Boruto says, will they be okay? And then Kwaki says, if she tries anything shady, we just take her out. That's what we're here for to begin with. And then Damon says, that's my line, Kwaki. You understand the situation, right? Boruto replies with, quit getting riled up, both of you. I don't think Eida wants any of us fighting. And Sarada's just looking to the direction of Eida. And then we have a really large panel here of Eida, Sumire, and Sarada. They're each hugging their pillows. Now, what I say? Pillow fight, pillow fight. Joking, of course. It's pillow talk. So anyway, we have the 3-shot panel of the 3 girls. And so, looks like the line of dialogue says, I just can't, when he's right in front of me, I get all strange and freeze up. I can't even look him straight in the face. This is Eida talking, by the way. And then Eida also says, and yet, this reaction also makes me a little happy because no one else in the world can make my heart race like this. I feel like it's true love. We're at page 26. Sarada is thinking to herself, this girl, is this really all she thinks about? It's almost kind of stupid. And then Eida is directly looking at Sarada. What do you think, Sarada? And then Sarada says, yeah, for sure. I totally get it. I think it happens to everyone when they find true love. And Eida's just looking at her with one eye, Lady Gaga stare. And then Sarada says, oh, what an incredible force. It's overwhelming. And Sumire is just observing all of this. And so we're on page 27, so looks like Sumire is just saying here that, may I call you Eida? And then Eida says, of course, Sumire. That'd make me happy. Sumire replies with thanks. So what is it that you like about Kawaki? Eida says, let's see. That he's an Otosuki who won't be swayed by my ability is a given, but to be absolutely honest, I really don't know myself. Why my chest gets all tight just thinking about it. Oh boy, she's getting those juices flowing. Anyway, so then Sarada says, Sarada. Oh wait, this looks like a voiceover. Sarada. She looks directly at Sumire. He says, class rep, what's up? And then she says, listen to me calmly. Don't show any reaction. And Sarada just waits. Says, and this is class rep, by the way. She says her next line here. It's just a hunch, but are you not affected by Eida's charm, Sarada? And Sarada just stares and says, actually just no lines immediately. And then she says, oh, I hadn't noticed at all because I was so tense, but I might actually be fine. I'm not captivated by her. And Sumire says, am I right? And so, looks like Sumire is still talking. You see, Sarada, for whatever reason, I seem to be unaffected too. And Sarada just continues to listen, and she says, but how? What's going on? Why are the two of us okay? And then Sumire says, stay calm, Sarada. Don't get flustered. Listen, if Eida finds out about this, it'll likely be bad. And Sarada says, huh? And then Eida decides to interject and says, what about you, Sarada? Huh? What do you mean? Eida says her line here that, what do you think about Boruto? And we have a big blush. Oh, a big blush from Sarada. By the way, we're on page 31. The big blush from Sarada. Boruto. And then Eida just looking with that really weird stare, Lady Gaga stare there. And Sumire says in the mind transmission, pretend like you're captive. Don't let her catch on. And Sarada's just still questioning, why would it be bad? And then it looks like Sumire says, think about it. Those who become Eida's captives can't even think about attacking her. But the two of us would actually be able to attack her. In short, there's a high probability that Eida would deem us security risks. Very good point. All right, Sumire, class rep, high five if I can give you one. And so looks like Ida's still waiting to respond. Sarada, are you not feeling well? And then Sarada says, oh, no, I'm fine. I just I get my heart to stop pounding. And then Ida says, I really hate this cursed ability. And then Sarada just looks a little bit more. And then Ida just looks like she says, thanks to it, I can't have an ordinary boyfriend. I can't even hope for ordinary friends. And then looks like Sarada just staring, and this might be confirmation even further. It's almost like Ida's not even aware that it's not effective towards Sumire and Sarada. So, oh my freaking lord. Oh my freaking lord. Okay, this is good. This is good stuff. So Sumire just stares, and then we have Shikamaru. He says, Teamy, you're late reporting in. What the heck is she doing? And then it looks like there's a response. Master Shikamaru. And Shikamaru says, sorry, hold on a minute. And then Shikamaru says, is that you, Sumire? What is it? So it looks like they're going to reveal the beans. They're going to spill the beans to the biggest brain of Konoha, of the Hidden Leaf. So anyway, we got page 34 out of 41. We got Boruto and Damon. They're just playing video games. All right, cool. The Hidden Leaf Game Boy. All right, the Hidden Leaf Game Boy there. So Boruto says, so that's how it's gonna be? And then Damon says, it's like Damon's just watching over, and then Boruto says, in which case, take that. Yeah. Looks like Damon lost in the game. It sounds like a fighting game that they're having. And Damon says, what was that move? Not fair. Then Boruto says, you're way too young to ever hope to win against me in Pokinen. Pokinen, that's what it's called? All right. And then Kawaki is just observing. And then Shikamaru, back with his mind transmission communication, you're saying that you're not Ida's captives, Sumire, and neither is Sarada? And Sumire says, that's how it appears, though I absolutely no idea why. And then Shikamaru says, does Ida know? And then Sumire responds with, no, she doesn't seem to have noticed yet. And then Shikamaru, he responds with, listen, make sure you're not found out, especially by Damon. If her charm doesn't work on you, it means it's possible for you to kill Ida. You get what I'm saying? They catch on, your lives may be in danger. And then he looks like he's asking, and looks like a panel of Boruto, but still Shikamaru just talking in the voiceover. Have you spoken to Boruto and Kawaki? And then Sumire says, no, not yet. And then Shikamaru says, it's better if you don't tell anyone else. Who knows who could accidentally leak it? Okay. And so page 36. So we have a panel of Sarada and Ida. So there's awkward silence for a moment. Ida's just, I don't know where she's looking at, but then Sarada just has some concern, and she says, Ida? And then Ida just looks at her with those Lady Gaga eyes. And Sarada says, I don't dare hope to be your number one. I know that's not possible, and I'm no Otosuki. So, and it's almost like Ida is just staring on. It's like, where are you going with this? So, on this next page here, page 37, so Sarada says, how about we just be ordinary friends? Dun, dun, dun. And then Ida, again with her Lady Gaga eyes, and friggin' hairstyle from Lady Gaga. And then Shikamaru says, listen, Damon is continuously watching Boruto and Kawaki, but you two are different. You both can get close enough to Eida without raising the alarm and catch her by surprise. So we're on page 38 at this point. Looks like Shikamaru says, putting aside the issue of what to do about Damon, if in the future Konoha were to determine that Eida is an enemy, the ones to bring her down may very well be you two. It's a very inspirational speech there. I feel inspired, even though I'm not these characters. And a really good panel of the three girls there. Oh man, they're showing a lot of legs. They've got the legs. They know how to choose them. So anyway, we got, looks like a scene with Momoshiki. And Momoshiki says, I have it now. The identity of her charm's power. And then Boruto is like, huh? What? He says, not you again. What did you just say? Momoshiki says, do not concern yourself of our thoughts merely crossed over again. Think of it like I was just talking to myself. That's kind of weird. So Boruto says, that all depends on the details. So what about her charm's power? And Momoshiki, it's almost like there's silence, an awkward silence, giving us some suspense here. And then Boruto says, you bastard. You're not going to blank out your mind and stop thinking about anything. I won't let you. And then Kawaki says, hey, Boruto, that look on your face, who are you talking to? And then Boruto says, huh? And then Kawaki, oh, he looks actually very serious and super pissed here. So it says, you. And then we have the final page. And then Kawaki says, you're there, aren't you? And then Kawaki says, quit sulking around and come on out. Otosuke Momoshiki. To be continued. Now this makes me want to read chapter 77 already. I want to know which Otosuke has the charm powers, or if they really are synthetically made from Amato. I can't wait for chapter 77 now. Well, if you enjoyed this reaction, this voiceover reaction of chapter 76 of Boruto Naruto Next Generations, make sure you give the video a like, subscribe, share, ring the bell so you know when I post stuff. Really cool stuff of all sorts of reactions, commentary, and just randomly looking at videos. Until next time, same Handsome King content, same Nerdy Bear personality. Oh yeah!